no paranoia.
Easy, baby.
Which a lot of people believe when we have these conversations that there's some crackpots who are paranoid. No, we see the spiritual realm for what it is. And we know that everything that happens spiritually must manifest into the physical. So we know that these individuals out here often plot on God's people. They're being gassed up by the devil. They have a battery in their...
I have been incarcerated 5.2 decades. I'm responsible for my actions. I have no excuses. Just everything. That's why I strive towards doing the
Hostile expired.
You understand? I mean, he's my salvation. I mean, he's my life. Prison Fellowship Academy.
Confirming 2 kills.
Attack helicopter available for tasking.
Established.
Teaches you equal.
Proximity mine down.
X-Mark has built the world's finest modes, providing you with legendary quality of
Popping smoke.
dependability you can measure in lifetimes, and an operator experience like none other. If something's worth doing, it's worth doing right. Visit your local dealer for great savings. Going on now.
The minions. They not just... Now, listen. I'm gonna tell you this.
They are down.
The good news is, you brothers and sisters are successful. They can't do nothing to you. The only way they can do something to you is if you allow them in your life. When you allow them in, then you're gonna have a peace. And once you see these entities for what they are, you have to let them go. Because if you allow them to come back and forth like a revolving door, I gotta
Smoked her.
Multiple enemy spy plane contacts.
Accountability for none of their actions. These individuals may have random specs. These individuals will begin to betray you, slander you, and gossip. These individuals will gaslight you. These individuals will spread rumors.
Hostile spy plane established overhead.
These individuals will constantly
Hostile RCXT in your
want
AO.
to be in contact with you for no apparent reason, to the point where you cannot figure out what is their reasoning for contacting you repeatedly when nothing is being Ladies and gentlemen, let me express something to you.
We're pulling ahead.
When you
Покажите
want
им
to carry
класс.
the light, you want to
Napalm strike inbound.
Bad guy down.
Hostile spy plane established
People who are
overhead.
determined to grow and succeed in the walk, not turning backwards, not falling to old sins. So when you have people who are not even in agreement with you, they're not even in agreement. They don't care about the Creator. They don't care about the world. They don't care about none of that. But for some reason,
The mission clock is expiring.
they constantly even though you try to give them you gotta keep in mind light and dark cannot walk together. What is it that they want?
Yeah.
A lot of the times it's because they work accidentally ways. Or they feel like
Mission
Smoke going out.
that they must
Clean up
stay.
crews, ensure there are no survivors.
There's no other reason.
Soviet dominance
You
assured.
cannot walk less than- They're feeding for your attention. It's because they want to destroy everything that you're doing. Simple as that. And what are you doing? You're on the right step. So you have these entities energy harvesting. Now, brothers and sisters, you got to keep in mind that it's your job to protect your spirit. It's your job to protect your soul. It's your job to have a relationship with the Heavenly Father. It's your job to stay prayed up. It's your job to keep your mind focused on what's important in your life. Because if you allow it, these demons will take all that is you. See, when you wanted a light, you can expect demon clones, you can expect energy vampires, meat suits, skinwalkers. You can expect these entities to want to take you off your purpose. But what does the scripture say? Though we walk through the valley of the shadow of death, we should fear no evil. We don't fear no evil. Why? Because they don't have no power over us. These gang stalkers, these entities who operate in the spirit of mimicry, you know, those people who want to act like you act, dress like you dress, talk how you talk, trying to mimic who you are, to try to discredit who you are, because they are lesser beings. They are lesser beings trying to discredit who you are by mimicry. Brothers and sisters, you can't allow that.
Breathe in, receive my enlightenment, in through your nose, out. No phones during asana.
Yeah, as soon as I complete this level of Royal Kingdom.
This is for relaxation.
So is Royal Kingdom. It's the new puzzle game. Sometimes easy, sometimes hard, but always satisfying. It takes my mind to a whole new level. Plus, there are no ads or nasty pop-ups to take you out of the moment. I've never been so chill.
This is unaligning of our chakras.
You're unaligning the chakras.
I want to play.
They hold no power, they hold no weight, they hold no validity unless you give to them. And for a lot of you brothers and sisters, you just gonna have to simply ignore those demonic people. You're gonna have to ignore them. Don't give them the time of day. You're gonna have to starve the demons out. There's people in your lives
Team
that
deathmatch.
are only
The fate of the
feeding
free
off
world
your
is in
energy
your hands.
because you're giving it to them. You're arguing with them. You're going back and forth. You know, that's what they want. They want you to be upset. They want you to be in constant shock.
BDA 1 in KIA.
Brothers and sisters, have you ever wondered why?
Pulling
it seems
ahead.
that when you are elevating on a higher frequency, you doing what it is. Here comes
Good effect on target.
get a reaction out of you. We talking about narcissistic reaction abuse out of nowhere. And let me express this to you. When we talk about these demons, we're not even just talking about people. Situations can happen. So it's not always. I want you to understand what I mean by it. Everything is not just bad. Sometimes when you're in an uphill battle, when you have put away your old ways, because if you want the light, that means you understand the importance of putting away your old sins, your old ways. Why? Because you believe in the Creator. You believe in salvation.
We're losing the advantage.
Something happened. Some of you are backpedaling and back.
Let's go!
Through a series of events that take place after you learn the truth and you start changing. So if you believe, for a second, brothers and sisters, that you're gonna come into this truth and change your life. You can continue to be with the world, and it ain't no issues that take place, no scenarios that you catch. There's gonna be situations that take place, especially if you had certain bonds, certain soul ties, certain connections with certain individuals. And sometimes things happen. How many of y'all ever been in a situation where it seemed like you had a streak of bad luck? Things happen. That was to make you question your walk so you can retreat and go back into the world. Don't do it. The Lord is building your faith. I don't know who that message is for, but it's for somebody. Don't turn backwards. When we talk about sometimes demons will do certain things.
Hostile sentry turret active.
People, places, and things. But don't turn back. You stay on the righteous path.
What's your target ID?
I'm telling you, man, we dropping loads of wisdom right now. If you can, ladies and gentlemen, put a 1 in the chat. If y'all can still hear and see me clear, because I may be in a service area that may not be all of that.
Attack helo above. Enemy spy plane inbound.
Neutralize prox mine.
Right, excellent, excellent. And also, like the video if you're gaining understanding. I want to make sure you all are
Threat down.
edified.
Enemy sentry turret detected in your AO.
When you bear the light, brothers and sisters, expect things to happen. Expect changes to be made. Am I telling you that you have to be...
Lighting incendiary.
What I'm telling you is that you got to be on point. Am I telling you that everyone you come in contact with...
Authorizing counter spy.
That's not what I'm saying at all. But what I am saying is, just know that all throughout the text, God had adversity. And one thing I don't know is naive believers
Shut down targets.
See, I know that there's going to be a great falling away taking place. Some of you all already see it. Be your friends and now your enemies. People who you thought
Proximity deployed. Incendiary out.
And now you're backwards and backwards. People who you thought had love for a lot of you brothers and sisters are now showing signs of absolute, pure, unadulterated hatred.
Oh, DraftKings, that's an impressive offer. Right call, this and that?
Yeah, great offer.
Enemy harp established above.
It's nice to have offers. New customers turn $5 into $300 bonus bets if their bet wins.
And it's because a lot of y'all are cut ties. A lot of you all are breaking. A lot of you all
Lighting incendiary.
And there's a lot of people who don't want to see that. But I'm here to tell you,
Target
the
delete.
victory is yours. The victory is yours.
No.
But if you get discouraged and you go backwards,
Throwing Molotov.
then you'll fail. See, there's a lot of people out here who's selling their souls. And we not
Enemy
for sale.
counter spy plane inbound.
Somebody said walking up
Enemy spy plane inbound.
a lot of dry heat. That's
Smoked.
a fact. That is a fact. There's no 50
Sending
days.
Molotov.
Proverbs 15:8-29. Are an abomination to the
Kill.
Lord, but pleasant words are pure. Absolutely. Like I said, everyone that was betrayed didn't
Shut down enemy hand cannon. Enemy prox mine safe.
Helicopter is ready to deploy.
Good shot. Hostile care package inbound.
Solid
We
copy.
understand that the wheat and looked like it was an accident up here. And we know that in due season, the tear will always
Proximity mine
reveal
set.
who they are.
Hand cannon eliminated.
And once they reveal who they are, man, some of y'all will be shocked. Walk not in the counsel of the ungodly, and don't feel pressured to go backwards. Don't feel pressured. Entertain
Gangway.
these demons out there.
Attack chopper, fuel reserves at
Don't feel
50%.
pressured. Right where they need to be. Let them fall into their own devices. Because
Throwing
a lot of y'all
Molotov.
were good people, empathetic, helpful, righteous.
Over down.
Smoke grenade.
And even with the falling out, we're the type of people, we'll keep our thoughts to ourselves.
Pop
about
requesting
everything.
counter spy plane.
We won't air things out all a person's
Counter
dirty
spy
life,
plane
you know what I'm
position.
saying?
Deploying ECM.
We won't do that.
Winchester, Winchester, Hacksaw 3-1 RTB.
But
Attaboy,
we are
Axel
also the
3-1.
type of people that you don't want to cross. You don't want to cross.
Spy plane midway fuel check.
Eliminated him.
Mission timeline
And that's
expired.
just how it
Counter
is.
spy plane exiting AOR.
Proximity mine deleted.
Kicking our asses. Fight back, damn it.
We will defend ourselves. We are the type of people that will part ways peacefully. Ladies and gentlemen,
Enemies down.
they don't want to part ways.
Located Semtex.
Righteous people
Hostile
be like,
spy
look,
plane
I don't
established
know how to deal
overhead.
with you. Hey, I won't bother you. You ain't got to y'all relate to that, my sure ones. Everybody don't have that in.
Hostile sentry turret
Everybody
exit.
Sending
can't
Molotov.
say, like, you know what? Hey, ain't really mix with this person. I'm gonna go part ways peacefully. Always part ways peacefully with people. Some people don't like that. Some people,
There's
you
no
know,
coming back from that. Haul
they
your
always
asses
gotta
back
be
home,
chaos. They
CIA.
always gotta be confusion.
Mission
They
is a
always
bolo.
gotta be ignorant.
A
They
vault.
always gotta
A
be
vault.
balanced. It ain't gotta be that way.
Good effect.
Sometimes people and that's
42 and 14.
But if you instead of just parting ways, well, you brothers and sisters got to be better than that. Because if you get down in a pit with those vipers and those pigs, you become what you hate. You don't want to do that. You do not want to become what you hate. Somebody said you know your audience. Absolutely. I definitely do. I know I got the most highest people over here.
24 grams of
People who
protein.
understand. See, a lot of our issues that we face as believers is brought to you by poor choices when it comes to the people we bring around. A lot of us are not really struggling. A lot of us are not really struggling to keep the commandments because they're not grievous unto us. A lot of us not struggling to keep, the dietary laws, eating the right foods, and not, when I say eating the right foods, I mean not eating things that are unlawful, right? At least I never struggled with that part. But most of us are not, we understand the commandments, we can do it, but a lot of the times our issues come from connections with the wrong people. It really does. The people that we around. Some of you all, when you cut certain people out your life, you're going to grow by leaps and bounds. Just based on who you cut out your life. Now, of course, the commandments are way more than just dietary. The commandments are also how you treat other people and things of that nature. Having a moral compass, having certain ethics about yourself, rules and regulations that govern you. Well, that's another topic. But the point I'm making is a lot of our issues is because who we choose to bring around. Why? Because we have open hearts. Our bowels of compassion are open for people. We tend to be very receptive and eager to help other people. And sometimes as believers, you mess around, you do that with the wrong people, and now your world is in shambles. Now you got issues.
President Trump issues a travel ban for 12 nations that pose a national security threat. CNN and the Washington Post are forced to walk back false claims that Israeli troops fired
Team
on Palestinian
deathmatch.
civilians. A federal judge says AI
Best of luck,
chatbots do
soldier.
not have First
The folks
Amendment
back
speech
home are counting
protections.
on you.
And we're 2 Chinese nationals trying to take down
We're in the lead.
with a deadly target.
Incendiary
We'll
out.
get into all of that in your quick hits.
We're losing this fight.
Interesting.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the wrap-up.
Lighting
Our
incendiary.
biggest stories of the week that you might have missed but need to know. I'm your host, Karen. On Wednesday, President Donald Trump announced a sweeping new travel ban to the United States. 12 nations and subject to a full travel ban. Another 7, such as Cuba, Venezuela, and Laos, will face partial restrictions.
Shut the fuck up, cunt.
After a terror attack in Boulder, Colorado, where an Egyptian national in the country.
So a lot of my ministry is about making sure you brothers and sisters are making the right choices, and you're not always making the right choices. I haven't always made the right choices or been alone, whatever the case is.
Send takes out.